Hey, YouTubers and friends, how are you doing tonight? As I say every week, absolutely fabulous, I hope. Well, tonight, Dano the Mano, Toledo Jess, and I, we have a really good guest with us tonight. If you watch the Alaskan second season, you'll know the name Spike Littlejohn, Spike Strike Prospecting Equipment out of South Carolina. So you know what I'm gonna say, and no, I'm not gonna say that. So don't go away. Hey, okay, we're back. Tonight, you guys been asking for it, and Jesse's gonna give it to you here in a little bit. But let me get Toledo Jess and Dano the Mano in for you. How you guys doing tonight?
Great evening, huh?
Oh yeah, cold.
Snow is expected.
1 to 4 inches and freezing rain and winds. Not a good day to be up on a roof. It
No,
was
sir.
getting windy up there by almost just before quitting time. So, but it is
Okay,
what
now
it
that
is,
I've
and we
figured
do
out how to
what we do.
unmute,
There you are, Jesse. Doggone
I
mute
even have
button.
a little window pops up when I mute. It says microphone muted. I'm sitting here talking, looking at it, talking. They're not hearing me. Why aren't they hearing me? Oh, its microphone is muted.
That know what that reminds me of, Jess?
Yeah, your sticker on your mic.
Yeah. Remember, unmute Mike. That's hilarious.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, I have a rant tonight. My wife is in the hospital. She got food poisoning. Now, I live in Toledo, Ohio. And if any of you know Toledo, Ohio, you know there are restaurants everywhere in this city. You can't, I mean, they're everywhere. So, in order to make it here in Toledo, your restaurant really needs to be a good restaurant, you know? Because if it ain't, I'm going somewhere else. We're all going somewhere else. In fact, here, Fridays and Saturday nights, you have to wait in just about every restaurant in the city to go out and eat. So my wife and I, we haven't been out to eat in a little while, and I sold my vehicle and I got a little extra money. I said, let's go have some Mexican. She says, I already got one. I said, no, let's go get some Mexican food. So she says, okay, let's go to one of our favorite Mexican food restaurants. Yeah, let's go across town. We'll go there, no problem. I love it. So we go there. Uh, Now, I'm not much of a drinker, but I do like having a margarita once in a while. We both do. We got our margaritas, we're drinking. I ordered, of course, I ordered my bowl of menudo, some enchiladas and beans and rice, and typical Mexican food. She ordered some steak tostadas. Now, my rant is about when you're in a restaurant and you're sitting down and you're paying to be served and you're paying for food, you got to expect the food to be good. Me, if my food is not right, I will send it back. I'll send back 2 eggs if they're not cooked right. I'll send back anything that isn't cooked right, the way I asked for it. Now, there are people who will go, well, it's not too bad. I'll go ahead and eat it. Don't do that. Send the food back. You're paying for it. Get it the way you want it, right? And if it tastes funny, it's because it probably is funny. It's probably bad. My wife was eating at the salad. She says, "This meat tastes kind of old." We'll send it back. Well, I've already eaten most of it. Well, you should have said something right the first bite. You should have said, "Hey, this don't taste right," and send it back. I have no problem causing a scene about sending my food back. Now, my wife and my daughter, they're different. They don't, they're, no, it's okay, it's okay. So send the food back, people. Keep yourself from getting sick. She's going to spend the next couple of days, hopefully she'll be out tomorrow, in the hospital. People say, oh, you should sue. We're going to discuss that, but, that's not my first thought. My first thought is get my wife feeling better.
Right.
And then we'll worry about, what a lawyer has to say, what the health department has to say. Because I believe, I'm not sure, I'll find out tomorrow, hospitals have to report when people get
Food
sick
poisoning.
Yeah. And if they don't, they should. And David, no, I am not a waitress's nightmare. In fact, waitresses love me. I don't give the waitress a problem. She didn't cook it. The chef cooked it. The cook cooked it. And I don't even give him a problem. I go straight to the manager. I believe that your employees, if you're a manager, your employees are going to work the way you allow them to work. If I let my employees just, put out whatever, just get through the shift, get through the night, leave me alone, guess what kind of employees I'm going to have? Guess what kind of customers I'm going to have? I'm going to have some really irate customers, and I don't want that. So if you have a problem, don't take it out on the waitress, but definitely send it back. And don't take it out on the cook. He's just doing what he's allowed to do. Go to the manager. Go for the manager's throat. Man, I have told managers, I'm not blaming her. I'm blaming you because you're a really bad manager. You allow her to work that way. I'm never coming back in here. So forget it. In fact, I've had him try to pay for my meal, and I won't let him. No, I'm paying for this. I ordered it. I'm paying it. You're not giving me nothing for free. So that's just the way I am. So there you go, folks. Ranting about restaurants tonight. Because don't blame the waitress. Don't blame the cook or the chef, depending on the greater restaurant you're in. Go for the manager. They work
Blame
the way
the
you
management. Blame their boss.
That's right.
The man's always bringing you down.
Yep. Blame the boss.
Jesse's rant.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody happy now?
We'll have to start bleeping him, stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were good. Nothing like in pre-show.
No.
If we were live during pre-show, you'd be hearing a lot of beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Beep.
Yeah. Well, David just commented, Jesse's whatever, but he reads the comments. We all read the comments. We want to engage, guys.
Try to.
We try.
I try. I miss a lot.
Yeah, like you forgot to say hi to everybody tonight, Dale or Ed.
Well, yeah. we can do it all together now.
Well, I suppose
hi,
we can.
Ronald, David,
Hey, Ronald.
Hookette.
Hook and the Hookette. Did I see
and
Richard
Chris Dyer and
Welcome,
Chris
everyone.
from CoolTools.com.
Yep.
Rich Cooley, and I
Shoe
believe
logo.
that's Rastaman's wife, Jordy.
Eric Carter.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Eric Carter and Brian from American Gold Prospector.
Ed, you're
What?
terrible.
I
And
know.
and the world's
terrible.
best live chat moderator
In
Jared.
the world.
In
Jared.
the world. That's right.
In the
world,
world.
the best.
In the interweb. The best.
Yeah,
The one and only. Mr. Lodak.
Oh,
He's a legend
legend in
among
his
moderators.
And while we're harping around, don't forget that thumbs up, folks. Hit that thumbs up
Oh,
button.
yeah. Right. Oh, I better do that too.
I always do.
And if not yet a subscriber, please,
Yes,
down
please
below,
subscribe.
hit the subscribe button. Every little bit helps.
Oh, he don't
We'll
have a
get you
badge
one,
or a
Jared.
flashlight.
Nope. We'll have to work on that, huh, guys?
That's
Yeah,
right.
we'll have to get him a little plastic flashlight and a little plastic badge.
Well, what do you think about getting right into the Down Under Lowdown?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let me bring up Skype and let me call our field representative, or what do you
Our field reporter.
Our field reporter from the land down under in Tasmania. Get the lowdown from down under. The down under lowdown. If I could find him.
Down under.
He's down under.
Well,
I'm not seeing Spike
there he
right now, but I
is.
bet he's just going shaking his head.
Oh, he could very well be.
He just shrugged his shoulders. He says, "That's all good."
It's live entertainment here.
Come on, David.
Answer.
There he is.
David.
Down under.
Hey, there he is. Down under.
Hey, how you doing, David?
Very well. Sorry, man. I just had to mute the computer I'm using, so there's no background noise. I didn't hear that. Sorry.
No
right,
worries.
now.
So what's the lowdown down under?
Oh, Ed, I've been busy. I've been real bloody busy. Not a lot of prospecting. We've had some really bad, nasty weather here. Nothing compared to bloody 18 feet of snow and what other people are getting around the world, but enough to keep me inside anyhow. But I'm getting a bit soft in my old age as far as prospecting goes. What I've been doing is making some videos. I don't know if you've all noticed, but I did a couple of tribute videos. I did one for Adventure Gold, and I was so nervous about it, but evidently he liked it. I talked to him afterwards, and he was happy.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Very good.
I did one for Garrett and Toes, and
Right.
he was impressed. I also did a little bit of a documentary one on an Australian legend here, Lassiter. Lassiter's
Yeah,
gold.
I watched that one yesterday. That was really good.
Yeah, it's a hard discussion to bring up in Australia because everyone's so opinionated on it, and there's a lot of negativity. A lot of people say no, it's all rubbish. It's not true because they never found it. But I'm a believer. I reckon that gold's still out there, and I just hope that someone who's not rich, because you've got big companies looking for big gold deposits like that. I'm hoping it's just an average prospector like you and me,
Yeah, it'd be really cool if someone does, and before his boy dies, he's what, 80-something years old now, and he's
87 or that was when he did that interview. He was 87 years of age. So, yeah, I'd love it if he found it, because he spends so much money and he wants to clear his family's name, you know. Everyone's calling his dad a liar.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, from what he wrote in his diary, I don't think a liar would be writing that to his wife in his diary when he's dying.
You know, that's funny. I just saw on Strange Inheritance talking about that story.
Huh.
And all
What's strange?
What was that?
What is Strange Inheritance?
It's a TV show here. It talks about people that get an inheritance from somewhere, and like they don't know what it is or anything. And one of the shows, this guy's friend died, and the guy was a forger, steel forger, making knives and stuff. But he's made thousands and thousands of replicas. Well, on the story that you're telling about, let me think. Somebody got left all of his information on that gold and all of his research.
Yeah.
So that's what they're looking for.
The thing is about that story, and what I'd imagine people in America, I don't know, and people from around the world, they probably can't understand just how big and remote the Australian outback is. It's very unforgiving, you know. Like, a lot of people come over here and die, and a lot of Australians die going out there because it's so far between places, and all it takes is a breakdown, and you're pretty well dead unless you're very, very organised, you know. So it's not impossible. It's not impossible that there could be a big gold reef out there and nobody's found it. It's even with all the technology, it's a big, bloody unforgiving place.
Right. Yeah, that's where I learned what a reef is. I've heard it before, but I never understood what it was. But after watching that show about that, I understood what a reef was. You know, it's yeah.
What do you guys call it?
A ridge? You know, a mountain ridge?
No, like a reef. A reef over here means a quartz.
Okay, a vein.
A lode.
Quartz vein.
Yeah, quartz vein, a lode vein. You know.
Right.
Oh, lode. Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm a placer prospector and not a hard rock. Jeff Williams would definitely know what that is, huh?
Right.
Talking about hard rock, I'm a placer prospector as well, but I've got a friend over here in Tasmania. He doesn't do YouTube, but he's got a Facebook page. The Facebook page is called Gold Prospecting Tasmania. His name's Tintin. Well, that's not his name, but that's what he gets called. And what he's found, and I've seen pictures of it and everything, and it's very, very, very rare find here in Tassie, because Tassie's not a big place. He's found a load of gold. He's found a quartz vein it's just chockers full of gold. He reckons it's about 1.5 ounces to the ton. And he's going to show me it, and he's very, very worried about who he shows, because over here, to mine something like that, you have to go through the government, which is called Mineral Resources Tasmania, and you have to apply for an exploration licence. And there's been a lot of cases in the past where small timers like Tintin and myself have found something nice, and they've told Mineral Resources Tasmania about it, and they've been denied the chance to mine it or explore it, because they say, oh, no, you don't have enough money, or they make excuses up and they give it to their friends. It's a bit corrupt, you know. So him and I have been discussing options of bloody how we can get this bloody gold out of the vein without everyone knowing.
Less the government knows, the better.
Yeah.
Well, Anything else before we let you go?
I could talk all day, mate, but I know you've got Spike there waiting, so I'll say goodbye, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Great.
Okay,
Thanks
next
for showing
week.
up, David.
Thank you, David.
See you later.
Later. Great guy.
Yeah, that was kind of a loaded question there, Ed. So we should bring our guest on. I think he's wanting to come on, and you just see we're having so much fun over here. He wants to join in.
Well, I think you're right. I think we should bring in the only Spike Littlejohn. How you doing tonight, Spike?
Evening, Spike.
Hey, Spike.
Great, guys. Glad to join you, and I appreciate you inviting.
All right, not a problem. We love having you guys here.
How's the weather down there in South Carolina?
You're gonna hate me. It was 72 today. We had
we
a
hate you.
storm about 6 o'clock. It dropped to about 59, and we're expecting the high the rest of the week to be about 58, 59, something like that. A little rain tomorrow, none Wednesday, Thursday. So, we okay. We always get by south.
Yeah, I think I'll hate you for about a minute.
Yeah.
I went up
Maybe two.
went to Purple City, Main Mountain, and Lucky Strike Sunday afternoon. It was like 70 degrees.
Well, Ed, we shouldn't feel so bad, Ed. We shouldn't hate him because J3B Dig in Canada probably hates us too.
True, yeah.
He's at minus 14 degrees.
Yeah.
And then Ronald's at 30. Where are we at today?
It was warmer than that until now.
34 is what I got here.
34. So we're dropping. Yeah.
I'm at 35.
J3B, he's up in Ontario, and yeah, brr. Those Canadians, and Ronald's in Minnesota, so it gets cold there.
Right. So I see you got your Spike. You got your Spike Strike prospecting equipment. Tell us a little bit about that.
I started about a year ago. I didn't go to Alaska last year, and I was looking for something to kind of keep me busy, and I decided to start doing this. So first, I had to have a machine, so I kind of built my own machine. And after I done that, I made me a mold. After that done, I made the parts. So I just kind of started.
Can't use that excuse.
I done it all. I can tell you, I done it awful bad to start with. I got some ugly pieces that are went on this shelf over here in the junk pile. We'll get by with those, and those are good. Now we got a new heater, 15,000 watt heat, gallon vacuum tank, 7 cubic feet vacuum cooler, big air compressor, cylinders raise it up and down. So the machine's a lot better now, and it's steady, it's easy to work. That's what I was working up at business.
Spike, we're having a little bit of a problem here.
Yeah, Skype's breaking up a little bit.
We were doing so good before the show, too.
Yeah, I know. It sounded great.
Let me try it without the headphone a second.
We could try it.
How's that? Is that any better?
Yeah,
well, we don't hear nothing yet.
That sounds fine on my end.
I don't hear a feedback either.
Start acting up. I'll plug it in right quick.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh, sounds good now. Okay. Yeah. Now you can continue. You were breaking up pretty bad.
Anyway, I was just looking for something to do last June, and I'd always wanted to do this, and it's kind of in my mind. And so I can say I started out kind of crude, and I got it figured out. And I'm really proud of what we're making now. I'm good parts raised by here in South Carolina. It's American-made stuff. Bring in 4x8 sheets, cut them up in pieces, and go to work on the machine and form them. Take them up 290 degrees, vacuum on them after I pull them across the road.
You buy your plastic already in sheets.
Yeah, what I buy is a 4x8 sheet, 1/8-inch thick, and all my stuff I'm building the same thick flatness on it. I use the 1/8 inch. Quite a bit heavier people have used for this stuff in the past, I think, on most of it. Angus uses heavier stuff than that, but he uses epoxies and
Okay.
yeah, they're good and strong. I can throw one on the floor and stand on it. I don't have any problem doing that. That's good enough for me. If I can walk on it and stand on it, that's good. I'm making, I don't know, 6 or 8 different things now. On my site, you can see them. Newest thing I do is called a bowl ram. Basically, a cannon sloops, shovel turn in that thing, and sideways to the water, shake it real good. Out.
It's still breaking up.
Still breaking up.
Okay, I'm probably talking too fast.
Oh,
no,
let's see,
what
electronics isn't keeping up with you. I see.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sure it's something to do with Skype. I could hang up, call you all back, and see if that helps.
How are we coming in? How's your strength from us?
Good. It's on
Gotta be Skype.
it would have to be Skype, but
I'm on a good internet connection, but I'm on Wi-Fi too. So.
Well, you sound good there. Just all of a sudden you were breaking up again, but you were sounding good. So again, I asked you about you buy sheets of plastic. You said they're 1/8 inch thick, and why?
Yeah, they're 4 foot by 8 foot, and I go pick them up, bring them in, and take them, put them on the table, and cut them up into 12 by 34 pieces. And then most of my pieces work off of that, and I'm working to some bigger pieces that'll use bigger pieces later. So right now I use that frame for just about everything.
Okay, gotcha. So I heard you say something about you can stand on them.
Oh yeah, they're pretty strong.
Don't tell Ed that.
Y'all see the floor? I guess you can see the floor there, right?
Yeah, we see it. We see it. Oh, you know what? I mean, you realize that this is what it's going to break because you're just demonstrating it.
There's the bucket sluice there.
Notice the handle in this end and handle
okay.
in that, and that's what you hold it with when you're working it. Shake it this way to get the water, turn it into the flow, and just give it the motion like this. The water rocks right out of it. So it will not go right into it. And I slip on both sides. Pretty strong, works good.
Yep, right there. Go get your truck, Ed.
It wasn't my truck, didn't break it.
Oh,
it worked on my truck. It was Bobby DePotty's car that broke it.
My buddy, when I went and watched George do that one time, George Massey threw a gold pan down on the floor and stood on it. He said, "You see how good that gold pan is?" And I said, "Yep, you big man, that's a good gold pan." And so we trying to make our stuff strong enough to hold you up. You know, I don't want everybody stomping on them, please. But anyway, it was for 175 pounds.
Yeah, even though they will hold that, that's not what they're made for.
It's not a step. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So how long you been prospecting?
I started when I was 9, and I'm 59. I'll be 60 in next month.
Wow.
So, my grandfather lived in Thomasville, North Carolina, and my great grandfather, and he was up in his 80s when he taught me how to go prospecting up in his area in Thomasville. And there's a creek behind his house had good gold, and I started with one of those east wing metal pans, with the rings around the edges of it. That's what I started with. So I seen George Massey on TV in about 81. So that plastic pan, I didn't know anything like that existed, So I was installing satellite dishes back when George was on the big satellite dish. I got watching him and I said, "Man, I'm gonna go back to doing that." Grandpa taught me how all them years ago. I want to do it. I joined GPAA in '83, I think it was, and LDMA in '93. Hanging around a long time. That run me off yet.
How long did you do the work up at Nome?
Oh, Cripple River Camp. I started Cripple River in '99, my first year, and I was up there for a week and a half, and I fixed the coffee maker, a big old gas-operated coffee maker they have. I fixed it, and because it wasn't working. And once I fixed it, the guy come up to me and says, John Baxter was his name. He says, "Can you fix about anything?" I said, "Yep, pretty much." He said, "Come in here. I want to talk to you in the office. Give me an application to come back next year." So I gave them the took it home, filled it out, brought it, sent it back in, and they picked me for the crew. And I started crew in 2000, and I've done that through 2012. And then I hurt my neck after that. I had to quit going for 2 years and then camp. As far as I know, it's done for now, and I don't know if it will. See how we hope.
You say somebody bought it out?
I understand some people are looking at it, but I don't think anybody's done it yet. So, and they won't say anything till it's done. I promise you that.
Right.
So, and that's Tom's property. He's gonna do with it what he pleases.
Right.
If he wants to back up, he can get. Some of us will come back. Some of us probably wouldn't, but he could try.
I kind of heard that Tom had some plans with some mining up there, and when they had Brandon take it over, when Brandon bought it, and he was going to do his own venture and get away from it. I didn't know they stopped the Cripple River camp, though. I thought maybe he was going to do that sort of as a sideshow thing.
I'd still be doing it if it was running, I believe. I love Catchmark. There's no doubt about that. I was 16 miles in the wilderness, and all those high bankers and all those people around, and we fed 20 people a day just about at the camp, and had day visitors drop in. A lot of stuff, and on Sunday get stuff. 7 miles around.
It looked like you enjoyed it in the Alaskan second season.
Man, we had a ball. We had good weather, bad weather. But I had a really good time. We lost some people that summer, and that was rough. People die on you, that makes it hard, and we had that happen.
Ooh.
Other than that, we make it through the year, and I had a good summer, and I'd love to go back. I'd love for it to work, and it be going like it used to be. Back in 2000, 99, I was back in there, and that camp was so much fun to be in. And the spirit just kind of dwindled along the way, I think, over time. And after the spirit dwindled, I guess they're still trying to push it.
Right.
And also, you got to deal with the locals. And I don't know what the situation is on access for the locals now. You have to cross somebody's property.
I missed that last part. Broke up kind of.
I said, I don't know about the access to the camp. Sometimes I think one of the native people on the road come across to go into the camp, and I think there may be a problem with access.
Oh, okay. I'm sure all that Bering Sea gold stuff and everything, that kind of attention don't always bring the right attention, so.
Yeah, it brought a rough crowd into town, that's for sure, compared to what we were used to. The locals were the worst thing we had to deal with back in the day, but then it got where we had all these people from the outside. They didn't have a place to stay. They were kind of roaming. They were roaming. That's what they were doing. If you go on watching the Gold guys, you see them down at the bluff, and they're all talking about it. And I was at the bluff, me and Tim Jesse, a buddy of mine, in 2002 and 2003 for about 6 weeks total, those 2 seasons. And we worked that cut between the cabins and behind where they were at and what the beach was. We were real happy with that on that. 2002 and 2003, go to my page, see pictures.
Oh, man.
Keeps
I hear you.
It's going out.
Yeah, it keeps going out. Hey, Spike, let me do me a favor. Hang on. Be patient. I'm gonna cancel this call and make a whole new one, and hopefully Skype will give us a better connection. Also, YouTube is kind of being herself at the moment. I'm having a weak signal on YouTube's, and my stuff says we're golden in the green. Sorry everybody out there, but please bear with us. Stay in there, Murphy.
And run a commercial.
Yep, throw your commercial on, and
Okay, well, let's do that then. We'll be right back after this break from one of our sponsors.
Adventure, mystery, discovery. Gold panning is more than a search for beautiful rocks. Panning is a journey that can take you to amazing places all around the world. It is an experience for all ages, bringing families closer together and fulfilling a spark of excitement when life has grown too dull. The Gold Claw pan makes it easier to take part in the journey than ever before. This expertly designed pan is made for any skill level and any age. All you need is an explorer's heart and the passion for discovery. Begin your family's gold story now. Order your Gold Claw pan today and see where the adventure takes you.
I hear you.
I am here.
There it is. We don't have Dano. And Murphy.
now you do. There we go.
John, can you hear him now?
What happened? Said no sound from you, buddy. Everybody's saying no sound from you.
And Patrick said unmute.
Okay, you're right, Patrick. I had my mute on. I was looking at other things and not the chat room. Because right now the
Dennis says he can
signal's,
hear everybody now.
the signal's really good, and I'm not dropping packets on my broadcasting software. The pains of live entertainment.
Yeah.
But on
I'm definitely
YouTube
being
side
entertained.
now,
There we go. We're back now.
slightly okay. Ooh.
I
I'm
was
back
just
in the
being-
green. I'm back in the green on YouTube, so be
Oh.
good. I
I
know
would just
we're in
like to
prime
start talking so we
time,
can hear
so I know YouTube's being hit hard. Now let's see how our friend Spike is sounding.
Okay, y'all have me over there?
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
sounding
I have a
really
problem. I don't have
good
anything
right
on
now.
my screen. I got to figure out what I've done and lost it.
We see
Uh-oh.
you.
We see
Uh-oh.
you.
Can't see
we
it. I can't
see
see it on
you.
my end. I don't know what I've done.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I
You
know
called back
you.
in. It didn't come on. I didn't get on the screen. I don't know what's happening. So.
Dennis
Oh,
is asking
we-
about his scariest moment already.
We see you really good. Okay, Dennis Dayton in the chat room. What was your scariest moment
I would have made him call in.
while prospecting? Well, you can't call in. I can call in. I'll open up the call lines and we'll make Dennis Dayton call.
He's working.
Oh, he's working. But the phone lines are open anyway. What was your scariest time prospecting or mining?
I would say probably I was out going to the Casa de Pago few years back, which is the old camp that George Massey started way back in the early 80s. And me and the same guy, Tim Jesse, were climbing across the hill and in the ATV, and it fogged in, and we could not see anything. So then it started raining, and we couldn't see 5 feet in front of us, and we were in country review, but we didn't know that much. So always got, rain got worse, and we didn't know if we were going to drive by the road to go to camp or just it all together. So we just stopped the bike, parked them side by side, put a tarp over the 2 of them, and camped out in there. So as luck would have it, bear comes up by the tarp. Yeah, that was my story. I had other experiences with critters. That was easy.
It's breaking up again, Spike, and
Oh man,
I'm not really sure
Well,
why.
it's kind of intermittent.
Yeah, it's intermittent. It's kind of like when you're walking around on a cell phone, and it
what to do on my end here? Huh?
Well, it's not on your end. I'm sure it's on Skype.
yeah, I'm sure it's Skype. Chances are it's Skype. So
Yeah, because you said you got pretty good Wi-Fi where you're at.
Okay, I'm over 100 megs.
Yeah. It's
oh
gotta be
yeah,
Skype.
yours
See,
is.
now I hear you real clear.
Maybe I need to keep closer to the screen here.
Well, no, because it's breaking up. It's not like we're losing you're fading in and out. It's literally breaking up.
I understand.
Yeah, like Mark's and lost it in and out. Yeah, we know, guys.
Solar flares.
We know. Solar flares.
It's
The Russians. It's the Russians. So, okay. It was sounding all right there for a minute. Can we back you up a little bit back into your scariest time?
Okay. I don't know what I've done. I still don't have a screen. I hope I'm in the picture, guys, because I don't have a
Oh,
screen.
you are.
You're in
You
it.
are.
Yeah, the scariest time I ever had was, like I said, on the way to the Casa de Paga, and we got stranded out there in the fog bank that was just terrible, and the rainstorm came, and that we were just socked in where we couldn't see 5 feet from the ATVs. Didn't want to miss the road and ride out into the wilderness forever. We parked 2 ATVs side by side, threw a tarp over them, and got inside between them, and bumped out in there for a while till the fog lifted. And as would have it, if you're gonna be laying up under a tarp, what would happen? But, yeah, big old bear come walking by. So he didn't bother us, but he got real close. He was in 4 or 5 feet of the tarp when he went by. You could smell him. That was how close he was. That was freaky.
A bear walked that close to me, he would have smelled me.
Yeah,
I
no
had a lot of
doubt.
experience with a bear. I mean, I had one shake a building one night, backed up to the building, and scratched his back on a building in Stella Creek. I mean, he just using his back, rubbing his back back and forth across. Hear his backbone going across the darn.
I'd wake you up.
Man.
Yeah.
Muskox, we had a lot of big muskox up there, and you got one by himself, that's what you got to worry about. If there's one by himself, the herds run him off, and probably an old one, and he's mad, that's no problem.
You don't want to get.
He blocked the road catch mark about all the time, and people would come up to go to camp. They didn't know how to deal with him, and they just sit there and wait on him. Wait on him a long time. I learned a long time before that, run at him with ATV, and he'll get out of the way.
Yeah. Like most old guys, they'll stand up there until you come at them. Ah!
Yeah.
So, how about you got some gold porn you want to show?
Well, I'll
A
show
little
you
bit.
one little piece I got. I got some other stuff around, but I don't have anything right here handy to show you.
Oh,
Darn, I can't see my picture. Hold on, where is my?
You're framed perfect now. Your logo's behind you too, off to the side, and your face is framed perfect We see you perfect.
Well, I'm glad you can, because I don't see it at all.
Just hold it off about 3 or 4 inches from your ear in front of you.
Oh, okay.
On the side of your banner.
How about right here?
The other
You
ear.
see that?
Nope. Keep coming. Oh,
How about
move it over to your left. Little right about there. You're almost centered right there. Perfect. Look, folks, gold porn. Looks like a
Gold
waffle.
porn. Now, where'd you find that?
this is called the chiclet. It's quarter of an ounce. That's what I call it when I found it, a chiclet. I got the name because I found it. I found that one at Stella Creek in 2001, dredging a big hole up there. And I worked out an area of pretty good size with a 4-inch. That's where we pulled it out of. That's about 2 ounces. Matter of fact,
So that did you do the dance?
oh yeah, I tore the ground up. I come out of the wetsuit. I'll be honest, I seen it go up the nozzle, and I was 5-6 feet down, and I seen it go up the nozzle, and it looked flat, like a real flat, wafery looking piece. And I said, oh no. So I dropped the nozzle and took off running from the dredge. I run to the dredge, see if it flow through the dredge, that. It was about 3 inches inside the dredge, stopped. Right inside. So you come it never moved anything because it was a big chunker, you know, when they're that heavy.
Right. Yeah, something like that would have made me jump out of that hole, go after it too.
I was all over the place. I can tell you that.
So were you dredging by yourself, or did you have a partner?
I had my buddy Gene Malkovich, lives in the lower part of South Carolina now, but at the time he was living in Yuma, I think. Me and him met that summer, a couple summers, and worked out together. Take a partner out when I go to the building. I believe in myself, but I ain't crazy.
Yeah. So how'd you settle the argument?
It wasn't hard. I was dredging.
No, this is my
hole. I mean, I was on the nozzle. That's what the rules were.
Oh, okay.
You know? So we cleaned up. We would run a shift and clean up, and the only reason we done that so we could keep our break.
Right. Cool.
And then we run high banker. We dug a hole up there. You could put a connex in Stella Creek. That same summer, we dug a hole. You could probably set a connex in 8 feet by 20 feet by probably 4 foot on one end and 6 on the other.
Wow.
To run every bucket full of it to a high banker.
Very cool. So you were running what 4-inch dredge?
Yeah, 4-inch king at the time. Yes.
So is that like your favorite dredge, or do you like you have a specific, you know?
I like dredging. I've done a lot of dredging when I was up in Alaska over the summer. You know, we're doing that. At home here, I've done some around here at home. People do that here. So we do some here. I was doing the dredge camp for GPAA back in fall. We've done that. Boot camp.
Let's see. I just put
Breaking up again.
Yeah, I just put up your
website.
Yeah, do that for me, please.
Oh yeah.
Well, we don't ask. We just do it.
Don't click on it now, or if you do, make it in a new tab so you don't leave the show.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry.
Oh no, I'm talking
trying to
to
get my video back, man. Don't worry.
I'm talking to the people back there, out there, because if you click on the link in the room, I don't think it automatically opens up another window.
You go to that page.
Yeah, so I don't want them leaving this page to go there. So if they right click on it and open in a new tab, it will be there waiting for you. Also, check out Spike's YouTube channel, and I'll get the URL to that here, Jiffy. Hopefully it won't mess with my connection on YouTube. Things been better since they upped my bit rate. Things been doing better, but
Don't you have his webpage in your description too?
I can put it there.
John Will says you got some nice stuff at great prices.
I try to. I'm trying to fit a category of people that, everybody doesn't want $130 sleuths. They want something they can take out and kids on, get them out and do some prospecting. So I went by Thermal City Sunday afternoon, and the new owners, Jeff, I spent some time with him and his wife, and he picked up 15 or 16 pieces and put them on the shelf for now, and I got to take him back 4 of the bigger pieces this next week as soon as I get the pumps in for him. So, but it's moving along pretty good. He's carrying pretty much everything in the line. Todd's got the stuff at his place. We got it at Miners Depot. Bill's got it up in Statesville at his shop. So we try to get in the shops and give the dealers a good deal and get them on. So if there's a dealer out there, they just get in touch with me. And individuals, if you want to order on the website, it's there for you all the time. And we're going to get together and try to see if we can get the thing out. Try to put out a really good product and try to keep it fair and straight and keep the price.
So what's the price
I sell on the sluice for $60. And, it's a standard drop ripple sluice that I make. It's got my spike stripes, the logo in it. It actually works. It's not logo. And I make another one that you put mat in. Same thing. Put some kind of mat, like a mat guy or some top mat or Todd mat or whatever. It's sluice leg. It's anybody that most of those it's that.
I thought I heard Dream Mat.
Use it if you want to. I don't dream it. I don't use it.
Oh no, when you were talking about the one sluice, you were breaking up again.
Sorry.
It ain't your fault. I know how Tim Grimes over at Prospectors Radio feels now. When Skype's acting up, I really believe this hasn't happened to us too much. When Hook was on, Skype messed with us. I think Murphy's related to Skype.
Skype Murphy.
Skype Murphy. Doggone Murphy.
So are you going to be doing the shows this summer? The gold shows?
Yeah, I'll be doing the show in the East Coast here is all I'm doing for now. I just can't travel to the West Coast, and I wanted to do Vegas, and it turns out my birthday's a few days after that. My wife's 90-year-old dad's is a few days before that. His birthday party's on Saturday of the gold show. So I will be in Quebec much when I'm Riverside, California, instead of the gold show.
We were at the Indianapolis Gold Show last year. So he said, and I wanted to get over there to talk with you a bit, but as you saw, we were kind of busy at the painting booth.
Well, I didn't do Indianapolis last year. Todd carried my stuff there.
Oh, okay,
and,
Todd
carried it. I did the show in Charlotte, out above Charlotte there.
Oh, okay.
That was a Canapolis, and that was a great show. For me, it was a pretty good show. A lot of people come by and sing the stuff. And, sold quite a bit. Love to sell more as always. You know how that works.
Right.
But just trying to make a fair product that people can use, and something that'll hold up. And the biggest thing is I want something that you can like I was telling you, they took the stuff up at camp up in Thermal City, and the reason why is they have people come in off the street. They want to learn about gold, but they don't want to buy $130 sluice or
right.
something big. So we can put them in a gold ram for $45 or a sluice for $60, and they could find gold. So there's a video on that gold ram on my page. You probably see the guy named Tom. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. We are working on it. It did have handles, plastic handles, and they were put on. Good stack. So I stack gold things That's good stack. Three of them.
Do it again.
Yeah, I don't know why it's.
I know you start going and you're sounding really good. It's working and you're hearing, and all of a sudden you start breaking up again. You know,
I don't know, guys.
I don't know.
Technology for you. You have
It's too
old men
technical for me.
running technology. It's a dangerous thing.
Geriatric
The
technology.
bad thing is, I still haven't got myself back on the screen where I can find me.
Go down to your toolbar and see if your Skype icon is there, and click on that.
Well, Thomas Folks said he met you, Spike, at Vane Mountain last year at an outing. Thomas Folks is the president of
Indiana.
yeah, he's the Indiana State Director.
Right. I meet a lot of people, but I try to remember them all, and I tell them to do the Facebook so we can find each other and that kind of thing, keep up. Yeah,
But you
there's
don't
a
tell
lot
them-
of people out there. I got 2,800 on my list, I think, right now, and that's
You don't tell them I'm old. I can't remember.
say again.
Got CRS.
You don't tell them. You don't tell them I'm old. I don't remember.
Yeah, CRS, some timers.
Some timers, all the timers.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah.
Sometimes
No,
it's all the
no
timers.
timers is the worst. Just to believe that.
Oh yeah, no timers.
State
He
director.
said
Nope.
state director.
State director. Yeah. He's a really good guy. You couldn't miss him. He
I'm
was
sure if
flying the
I see his
drone.
picture, I'd know him.
You remember the guy flying his drone? A really nice Phantom 3, I believe it is.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I remember now. He showed the video to Dominic at the show, I believe.
Okay.
All right, at
And
the outing.
yeah, you couldn't miss him. Ex-military, straight guy, soft-spoken. Wouldn't want to mess with him. He's too quiet to mess with. You know, it's
Good guy.
very good guy. I'm sure.
Oh,
I'll have to let you know next time I'm down in that neck of the woods, or we're down in that neck of the woods.
September,
Give me a
there's an
call.
outing again.
I'm 45 minutes away from Thermal City by the country road where I go, so I can be at Vane Mountain in about 55 minutes, I guess it is. So
We got
Doesn't
one in
take me long.
September.
Yeah, I took a week's vacation though, Dana, for my tendonitis. It flared up really bad on my right hand. Still wearing a brace, but I did go back to work today, so that ate a week of my vacation. So I do have 1 week. If I could work around the Vane Mountain outing and Gold Rush and Fossack,
Right.
we'll see how it goes. But
I'm doing every event I can. I've got in June. I've got an event at Lucky Strike the first week, then Loud Mine the next week, and then back to Vane Mountain the week after that. So try to get it all the outings we can, and get out and let people see stuff.
We do have Gold Rush days up here in Ohio, and that's a pretty big event for us.
oh yeah, Bill Brewer will be up here probably again, and
Yep.
Donna and Donna and Jack from Up the Creek Prospectors.
Okay.
I believe they live really close to Vane Mountain too.
Do they live close to Maid Mountain?
I believe so. As the crow flies, Vane, down there it's a lot like back in Washington State,
Drive 50 miles to get to.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's you got anything new coming up as far as equipment or any kind of projects or anything going on that you might want to talk to people about?
Well, right now I'm trying to get caught up. I was sick for about 3 months, and I was just doing everything I could to keep up, while I was sick. And,
Right.
once I got over the being sick, then I could, get back to working and getting things done. So I made 15, 20 pieces last Thursday or Friday, and today or yesterday I went and got plastic. I made 55 pieces today. Um, I got a few more to trim out, but if you can see the shelves over behind me, they're kind of full of stuff. I don't know. I can't see the camera. That's the problem I have right now. I can't see what I'm showing. So I don't know what it's on the screen. It's kind of like flying the blind. I don't know which button.
Right.
I don't guys. I mean, I don't know what button to push here. I am lost.
I don't know. What are you using, a phone or a computer?
No, I'm on my computer and I got a Skype screen up, and it's got these dots on it. Every now and then I'll put a head and the picture over on the right, but I can't find the picture.
You don't see you don't see a camera, a video camera down one of the dots?
Well, that turns off his camera.
I'm back now, right?
Your camera
Yeah,
off.
yeah, you're back.
I just can't see it. That's what I can't figure out, why I can't see it. That's got me kind of puzzled. Yeah, I was going to show you some kind of shots. I can't see it myself, So.
Right. We don't have our video on. Well, you can't see us. We can see you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Your frame good too. Your banner back to one side of you, and on the left, and you're on. See your banner good. Can see you good. That's all good. Just now, if the breaking up stops and Skype behaves, we'll be fabulous.
Yeah, I wished it would. Is it doing okay right now?
Oh yeah, now.
Good now.
I'm gonna walk over to the table. Y'all gonna have to help me get lined up with what I'm gonna show you, but I'm not gonna be able to see it. Okay.
There's your toolbox. Your toolbox. You see something black, but what it is, I'm not sure.
You do what now?
I said I see something black, but we're not sure what it is.
You can't see it that good. Okay.
No, can't see it that good. It's kind of dark.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of light out here in this shop. Hold on one second.
And you wonder why you're blind. Turn some lights on.
You know it's because you can't see.
I make out a drop riffle system.
Somewhere. Oh yeah, okay. I see.
There it is.
Okay, can you see now?
Oh, we were there for a minute.
Yeah, it died on me. Okay,
there we go. That's better.
Oh, yeah.
A little better.
Is it on the screen? Because I can't see that.
Yep. On the screen.
Okay, this is my concentrator machine, the bigger one, and it's about 8 inches wide, 32, 34 inches long. And you're not going to believe this, but this is everything in the unit. This is the hose, the leg, the pump, and everything to put it together. All in one package. These 12 pounds.
How much does that weigh?
On my website, with it running that time. See if I can get it.
So that's a complete unit.
The strap around it, holding it together.
Okay, here's a strap. Hold it. If it got light lined up before we started, guys, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Together, you seen I took off right here. Just take it off. Yep. And it's got 4 bolts in the corners that hold the corners together. Plastic nuts and washers. So you can feel my finger tight.
Oh,
This is
everything's
your,
inside.
and there is
Hoses.
Stand.
And
That must have been the picture you showed me on Facebook with
one
your
I showed you
grandson.
that we put together. That was it when it's on the stand, the way it sets up. Now that's the way you carry it. See the two little red straps here. Those are hold the top sluice on, and the big black strap holds the bottom sluice on the thing. This is called a stowaway concentrator. Like I say, about 12 pounds altogether. The frame's the heavy part, naturally. But the frame comes from out in Oklahoma somewhere near the frame.
say the whole thing weighs 12 pounds.
Say again?
You said the whole thing weighs 12 pounds.
12 pounds with everything, you know. 3/16 punch plate, aluminum for the string. All aluminum rivets and all nylon hardware. You can have anything else. Cadmium plate in here should hold it. Anyway, that's one of the things I've got going on.
Nice.
And that's a product you have out right now, right?
I've got them now. I've got more on the shelf here right now.
And my address is 1361.
802
I was just
South.
about to say, I know two guys that just love to demo one for you.
I'd love to take it out there.
Y'all have to line me up. How are we doing?
We're doing good.
Great.
Looks
Great.
good.
See,
Moving,
This-
Yeah.
moving.
one of my standard sluices, they're $60 the ones I sell. And
Uh-huh.
it's got, see the spike strike, the two spikes going into the nugget. I have that in all my stuff. It's actually worked because you have to watch what the hole, and I shape it to where it'll flush, just like when you drink cold.
Huh.
But this is my standard sluice. It's got ripples all the way down, aluminum rock bars, aluminum ripples. You know, there's something, you know, something simple to get find some gold. You know, so
Right.
simple.
What's the price point on that?
Here we go. This one here.
No, on your whole complete set with a stand, pump, and everything.
Say again.
The other one you showed us.
Yeah.
First one.
The first one.
Yeah.
Retails for $300,
Okay.
and that's everything.
Okay.
Pump, hoses, stand, everything.
Right.
But this is the other sluice I do. It's called an any mat. You see the dead space in this end.
Uh-huh.
And what we do with that is you take a piece of mat, put it in it any kind you prefer. I have
Little green
How
mat
wide?
pocket.
How wide is that inside?
That's where I was getting ready to go with it.
I don't know why they feel that way, but some people got to have one of these mats. So as you can see right there, that's what it looks like when you put it on top.
How wide?
How
is
wide is it?
that inside?
It's right at 8 inches wide. Yep, it's about 8 inches wide
About 8?
where it drops down for it. So I
Oh,
put
that
that in the drop just so people can use it. But I'm gonna catch most of it up in here before they ever get to that part.
Right.
At least they're supposed to. That's what it's always.
That's where you want to catch it, anyways.
This here. That's a stowaway concentrator you see on the website.
Yeah.
Got one over another one, but they comes with all the nuts and bolts and a mount to mount it on the bucket, hose to hook it up and everything.
Okay, the bucket's loose, and then you have the gold ram.
Yeah, I got those two right here.
Yeah, that's what you were standing on earlier, the gold ram.
Yeah, the video's on the page. It shows how this thing works, but just to give you an idea of what it looks like here, it's pretty hard rock sluice. It's got nice tight grooves in it. Got a hole in the end on this, and it has a hole on that.
Right.
You get it as it shows in the video. You get it shaking in the water this way, break it up, and then turn it this way and let it water go through it. Just kind of give a little jigging motion, and it'll bounce the light rocks off. Gold will settle into the cracks. If you look at the video we did, we were running this thing up at Fame Mountain, and we were taking dirt off the top of the ground, just right off the top. Just pulling dirt up out of the creek with a shovel, throwing it into the thing, and getting fine gold right off the top. They had that flood back in the winter really helped the camp out. I can tell you that. It put a lot of gold in.
Brought in some new flood gold, huh?
All the new flood gold come down that hill because it's all over as you coming around the curve on that. As you come under the, right under the road there, and on down.
Oh,
Those things we're carrying, and
I just watched one of Todd Massey's Go Figure videos, painted sluices and other things, and he was down in Vague Mountain.
Yeah, I watched that one too. He was set up where oh, Chris, I forget your wife's name. Chris Chadwick's wife was set up sluicing where the road goes down. That's a nice place.
Anyway, yeah, what Todd did, he was showing panning, right? And he just went to the creek and scraped some off the bottom there, and right off the top of the surface, put it in the pan. He found gold. That's what he was saying. The thing about Vague Mountain is gold all over there. Every year.
It keeps, when we get a flood like we did this past winter, it gets put back in there again off top of that hill. So, that's what works at the camp. We're not getting big gold because big gold's not coming down that hill. But the flood gold sure is coming, the real fine flood gold. So that's it pays. I put 10 ounces of that real fine beach gold from Nome in a bottle one time. So I know it pays just as good as the other gold does.
Oh yeah, always. They add it to the pile and it gets heavier.
Yeah, I'm not a catch and release guy.
Nope.
I know.
Neither am I.
I'm not putting any back to let them get bigger. That's for sure.
Because they ain't gonna grow.
Leverites is the other things. We don't mess with leverites.
Right.
Just keep moving. So
how's since you're down that area, I bet you must have found some really cool gems too.
Yeah, there are quite a few good gem places around for sure. I'm just not into gems. I mean, and this machine I've got, the concentrator that sits on the bucket and mounts up. You're running it. There's a spot in it where it's got a little hump, and right behind that little hump's where all your little garnets pile up. And so you can be running material, and the gold will catch here, and there, and then on down, right in there below the hex marks, there's like 80 hexes on there, little hex marks. And right below those, there's a little bump. That bump makes the garnet go to both sides and then push right back into the middle of it. So it's kind of, I can tell people I meant for it to do that, but I really probably.
One of those pleasant surprises.
Sometimes you do things by accident in life. It's been fun to do. I get to meet a lot of people, see a lot of people, and I call them my people, because if I've ever met somebody, they know me. I'm us. That's me. I ain't nothing special, and I'm not trying to be anything else but me. Just try to do the best we can. I'll always treat you fair. I'll give you what I tell you I'm gonna do, and that kind of deal.
It's about all anyone could ask for, right? Too bad everybody ain't that way.
That stuff, everybody wants that, don't they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I gotta go to my site and put a thing on to do it because I don't have a thing on right now. But I'm gonna put a Spike 15 logo coupon on my site. Spike 15, got that. And anybody that wants a test piece that I have here, I've got some pieces that are in the back. I'm not going to sell them to anybody. I will send them to you for $15 and that'll cover the shipping.
You say that was the code? The code is
exclusives, and got a couple of 3 gold rounds that I can do that with in store. And y'all just send me a message private afterwards. Let me know.
Unfortunately, you're breaking up again right now.
Man, I'm sorry.
It ain't you.
It ain't you.
No, it can't be you.
I hate it. It's not.
But you said that code was what? Spike 15?
Spike 15. That's what I'm going to put in. And I'll have that code. And if you want to get one of these, they're basically, I would consider them seconds. They got a little smoking on the back, that kind of thing. And, I don't want to sell them as new ones because that was when I was learning to use my machine. I had my heater was working, trying to keep the heater. They get it updated. So, Got it.
And that's on your StrikeSluice.com.
Yeah, go to that site and we put them. You can put it in there, and so we'll put in a official link for it. I hadn't done it. It'll be when I get it back in.
That'll be for the
That'll be paying the shipping, and I'm gonna send you a piece that I got sitting here. Let me show you kind of what I got in my mind here.
Okay, and you said they're blends, but they're not going to affect the
use of them, right?
The use of them,
right?
They're just something he wouldn't sell because they're not all perfect,
right?
Can y'all see these?
Yeah.
Okay, these are the go around first editions that had the plastic handles on them.
Right.
And what I do is I'm doing some of those. I got 3 or 4 of those, and what they have is they got a little scorching on the back sides, right in here, this kind of thing, thinned out a little bit because of it.
Right.
Still, like I say, those are what I'm gonna use to send people that want to do that. If you want one in your hand to try out to work with, this is gonna work as good as the others. And
right.
For
all you gotta do
$15 to cover shipping.
Right.
Code Spike15 at SpikeStrikeSluices.com.
I've
Make
got
sure
about 8
you
pieces total that I can do that with that I want to get rid of.
Yeah, there you go. He's only got 8. So if you want to get one of those for the price of shipping, and like you said, they're blemished, but they still work. They do the job.
That's a pretty good deal, guys.
On the outside.
The inside of them is perfect. Outside scorched a little bit. You know, so the inside where it works is all in good shape. They all work great.
Right.
So you just gotta go to the site and just put it on the chat room. Go to the site, order one,
and you just pay shipping.
Spike 15. That way he knows what you're requesting. Because it's only going to be us that know that, right?
Right.
Okay,
if you want to, after we get off, you can do me a Facebook message. I'm on Facebook, Spike Strike Prospecting Equipment. I know that's a lot of words, but that's what it is. And also, Spike Littlejohn's my personal one. If people want to go see that, but I don't really care about that much. I try to stay out of that. But yes, we Spike Strike Prospecting Equipment is where I try to keep all the business stuff and keep things. And you'll go to there and drop me a message. I'll get you one put up, and where you can get one of those out to you. Like I say, they're just eating up shelf space around here because I'm not going to sell them first. I mean, the good stuff is going to look good, or it's not going to leave here. So
right.
And it's a growing experience. It took a while to get to where I wanted to be. As far as the quality. I mean, I had to start somewhere. Saying goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. I'll show you how bad it can get.
Can you imagine? Oh yeah, I can imagine how bad it can get. I mean, especially right when you're first starting. Bit
of a meltdown.
I'm thinking your heat wasn't quite right.
Yeah, we had a little heat problem on this one.
Yeah.
Bubbled a little bit, and it done all kind of crazy. And then the vacuum system, so it wouldn't do anything when I pulled it down. It just didn't do anything at all. Yeah, that was one that didn't really do very well, guys. I mean,
right.
We get a lot better than that now, but you see what we're doing.
Well,
this is the kind of finish we get on the outside of the stuff now on the back. See.
So do you have to do you have to season these too, like you would any other plastic?
I would suggest wash them with some Dawn. They have some plasticizer release on them that was done from the factory when they made the plastic. When they they smashed the plastic out, and they put a mold release on it in.
Right.
Only thing I use is just a dab of baby powder on my molds, so I don't have anything tolerant on that. But and I don't even use a lot of that. Molds work good; they got good shape to them, so parts come off of them, so you don't need a lot of help.
Okay, so you could just clean them out like you would normally would, but you don't have to scrub them up like a pan or nothing, right?
No, just what you do is take it and wash it down with some Dawn, and after you do that, you're ready to go.
Okay.
It's got a pebble finish on it already. So you really, if you sanding on it, you're getting rid of our pebbles and kind of we're taking away
Right.
work for you. So
And then using it will kind of, because I'm sure it'll still have a sheen on it. Even after you wash it, it'll still be shiny.
oh, it still does some. And the thing you don't want to do is leave any ABS or plastic equipment laying outside.
Right.
Not in the sunshine, because it'll cook the plasticizers out. And once they go out, it's going to get brittle. I've got some plastic ABS sluices that are 10 years old that I still use. And it's because they've never been left out in the sunshine.
Yeah, well, then I still have a ABS truck line. I made a drop riffle sluice box high banker out of an old truck bed liner years ago.
Yeah.
It worked really well. I was rather happy with it. Even made a 2-inch dredge with a same thing out of a truck bed. I thought about making me a vacuum table, and I've watched some videos on it, and just I don't know where I'd put it. My shop, and
I moved things around and made a space for this thing in here when I built it, and it's built to where it'll do a 2x4 sheet when I put a full size frame in it. But right now the frame I'm using is 12 by 34, so 36, something like that. So but yeah, I got 3 zones of heat, and we get it hot and pull it down tight and get a good finish on it. And if we do it right, we don't get the we don't get any hazing or anything on the parts. So you get a little, it's not going to hurt anything. It's just a little orange peeling like deal. But we just don't want anything to get too hot and get brittle or crack or have problems.
Now you do vacuum for them. Have you seen the ones where the guys are 3D printing drop riffle?
Yeah, I've seen some 3D printing stuff. As a matter of fact, I've got let's see, wife's nephew in California, and he's 3D printing some patterns for me for some things I'm gonna be doing. And that's some new things I'm working on right now for my bucket sluice type deal, that type strike thing. What I'm doing is I'm making a different mold, and I'm making a cast mold for it. And he's sending me some pieces to be able to do that with. I'm adding some other elements into it, and strip out more of the time.
Jonathan, Hook, he's giving one away. All you gotta do is say shipping. You hold them, and you got one.
I got
MacGyver muscle machines. Tried going to your website, Spike, and tried to use the code, and
I haven't put it in yet.
He hasn't done it yet, MacGyver. So
I'll get it up. I'll get it up as soon as we get off here.
There you go.
So after the show, give him a minute. And because right now his screen still can't see nothing, right, Spike?
I can't see me, and I barely can see you guys on this other little YouTuber over here.
Oh, okay.
It is lagging, so I really don't see it. You know what I mean? So.
Right.
But yeah, I've got those. There's 3 of the gold rounds and 5 sluices, I believe it is.
Okay,
so get them out of the way. I'm not going to sell them, so I might as well do something with them. I give stuff away all the time. I went to Thermal City last Sunday, and I think I gave away 3 pieces on that trip while I was up there going around different camps. So, that's what you do with it. Get it out to people and let them see it. Put it in their hands. Right. At Thermal City, we've got a working display of the big one and the little one, both running out in the gym shed. So people can see them run live right there and go inside and buy ones.
There you go.
And Jeff, the new guy, I don't know if any of you met him or not at Thermal City, he's a really nice guy. Don't have anything to worry about. People go back to Thermal City and enjoy it. He's not as hard-headed. That's all I can you.
That was the first place I ever went to.
Yep, well, he's not as hard-headed as Lloyd. I'll promise you that.
Yeah, I know. I was there when Jim was still there.
Right.
I've
been going up there for 30 years, I guess, up in that area and all those places.
Yeah, the first time was 4, maybe 5 years ago. I, watching Tom Massey, right? And so I joined the GPAA, looking at the book, and my wife's going, it's time for a vacation. I said, oh, where do you want to go? She says, oh, I don't know, pick a spot. I says, got to pick. So we went to Thermal City. But
he's got a nice setup.
Oh yeah, we stayed.
Everything's doing well.
We stayed in the luxury cabin he's got there.
Oh yeah, okay.
The two-story, one with a porch. It was nice. So
it's real nice campground, that's for sure.
Right, yeah. I met Jim, the guy that sells wood.
Yep.
He turned me on to spring water.
Everybody likes spring water.
Oh yeah, dude, that was the first time I've ever tasted that spring water.
Great grandpa made spring water while I was panning gold in the creek. He wouldn't let me go help him make spring water.
But I definitely, after that night, I realized why everybody likes spring water. I've never drank so much spring water and gotten up the next morning and it was like I hadn't had any spring water at all. I said, no wonder these guys like it.
Yeah. If it's right, if it's not right, he won't do that. He'll promise you.
Well, right. Well, that's what Jim told me. He says, yeah, that's because it's right. You can run your car on this.
It's not the stuff that fuels airplanes.
Yeah, airplane fuel.
Yeah, we just trying to get good stuff out and treat people fair. And if anybody got any questions out there, send them in, ask something.
Yeah, come on, call in, people.
I'll tell you
phone lines are open. Roll them, Ed.
He wants to answer questions, folks.
If I don't know, I'll just lie about it.
Yeah,
that's the best way to do it.
Medical yet?
I don't know if you saw in the room, but MacGyver Muscle Machines, the gentleman that, I know his name, Jeff, I believe. He asked if you would reserve one for him. He's the guy who tried going to your website already. We have a phone call. Reserve one for him. He's the guy who tried going to.
Hey,
John.
Show in the background.
Hey, trying to get the mute on here. Oh, okay. Got it muted.
How you doing tonight, Mr. Shaw?
Everything's going good. They're working on my truck. They about got the motor. They got the motor out and swapping parts from the old motor onto the new one. So hopefully in a few days I'll be back in wheels.
I hope so.
But I was going to say to Spike, his stuff, and he mentions it on the site. Looks like that Angus. I love Angus, but his price is a lot better.
Well, now that's one thing I tried to do is hit a price level where people could afford it and buy it. And if I can, move enough product, I can keep the price down like that. That's what I'm going to try to do. So, I make my parts here in my shop right now. And when I get to the point where I need 100 pieces, I wouldn't make them in my shop. If you go on my website, you'll see the machine I've been using, and it's at the Greenville. It's thermoforming over there. And we've already got a deal worked out. I take him my molds, we put them on his machine. He makes me 100 of them. So when I need that, I can do it. But right now, I'm making them all myself. It's just not cost effective to make a whole bunch with him yet. So.
Right.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to get in on that Spike 15 deal because, like I say, I've got the Angus Predator 3, and I love that thing. I'm gonna give yours a try too. That's for sure.
I'll get you one of them out there. We got, like I say, I got 3 of the gold rounds, and I've also got like 5 sluices, so I can get you one of them. Something there to work with. So.
Sounds like a winner to me.
You start making those concentrates, you put a lot of labor into them. I mean, everything's different. How much work it has to take to make it. I mean, all of them the same work to form them, but then once you get them formed, you got to trim them, you got to shape them, you got to get the edges and make the cuts and put the parts in and the screens, and I mean, it just gets, well, every piece takes time, that's for sure. So that's the reason.
Oh yeah, it's all in the detail work, and that's what makes it work great.
Well, I try to be detailed about it. Try to use good products and put it together right. So I'm hoping everybody's gonna be happy.
Well, I'm gonna get it, and I'll definitely put it through its paces. Or worst comes to worst, I'll extend my Angus with it.
You can do that too. Maybe it'll catch something he's missing.
Yeah, there you go.
I doubt it. Angus is pretty good stuff. I mean, it doesn't miss much, I'll tell you. So if you run it right.
Yeah.
Nothing catching
My stuff's the same way. I mean, nobody will ever tell you something's 100%. If they do, they're lying.
Right.
And I'm just going to tell you right now that I don't get it all. I mean, I'll miss a piece every now and then if the water's moving too fast or it just got blown out or whatever. But for the most part, I think I'm way above 95% on recovery. And I test with lead. So.
Yeah, I keep everything anyhow. But like you say, I tend to run them hard and fast. But so far, I found the Angus likes it hard and fast.
All my stuff loves water. The more water you put through it, the better it's going to run. Like my my regular suit, lay it down in the water, get it 3 inches under the water. That don't hurt anything. And get the dirt in it. What you do, it'll wash. And it'll catch it.
All right. Well, I'll definitely put it through some paces. Like I say, there ain't much gold here in Texas, so I order most of my stuff in. But I have a whole lot of fun with it.
Place for Texas, the Prospector shop. Amarillo, maybe? I think he's got a couple of my pieces in his shop, too.
Yeah, he's quite a ways from me. I'm down about 100 miles south of Dallas. But like I say, good talking to you. I wanted to tell you that's sure some nice looking product you have.
If you got any questions anytime, just send me a message and ask. I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I want to help. So Facebook me a message from my website and hit the contact button or whatever, and we'll get you something done.
Right.
Are you a member of...
thank you a whole lot. Yeah,
yes,
Ed?
Oh, I was going to ask Mike if he's a member of Gold Prospectors Space.
Yeah, I'm a member, but I haven't been on or watched it and been on it forever, it seems like. I've been so busy, with what I got going on, and it seems like I can never have enough time to do everything I want to do. So, but yeah, I'm a member. I just hadn't been on in a while.
Well, so if you don't have Facebook, John, you do have Facebook, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do have.
Okay.
And I've got his prospecting page on there. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got it up right now.
Yeah. I've been pretty lucky with the search results. You can go to Google and put in Spike Strike, and I'm on the first page, believe it or not. I kind of like that, right off the bat. A lot of people pay to have that done. I got lucky, I guess. So.
Hey, check it out. You type in
I'm going to let somebody
Jess.
else call in here, so y'all have yourself a great evening.
Yes, sir.
And
thank you.
If you go to Google and type in Toledo Jess, I'm the first one, too. That's cool.
Thank you very much, John, for calling in. That's our good friend, John Shaw from Texas.
John Shaw.
From
Texas finds gold in his driveway.
Yes.
Yep.
I've done that.
Let me take another quick commercial break, and that'd be the end of my obligations for that for tonight. I don't want any of my friends that help me, that advertise with me, to get upset with me. So just give us a few and we'll be right back, all right?
Yep, go pay them bills.
Sorry, Hook. Call back in a little bit. I believe our guest had to make a run to the library. Please hold your calls for now.
Oh, somebody's ringing.
Well, mute it, Dano.
It ain't
No,
me.
I'm here, Ed.
I see you now.
I'm back.
Just hold on the calls, Hook. I want to say this portion of the show was brought to you by our friends at Prospectors Radio. Be sure to catch them every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and Wednesdays for their West Coast Wednesday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Both good shows put on by good people, our friends at goldprospectorspace.com. I also want to say something. If you're in the Ohio area, could be Indiana, Pennsylvania, Michigan,
West
Virginia, Kentucky. Right now, till the end of the month, I believe it is, the Ohio State Prospectors Association, if you bring up on your application that you heard about them through us here at Flashing Your Pan, your membership would be $120 for your first year and $100 renewal. Normal membership fee is $150. We picked up more properties in southwestern Ohio and some really good country, and also a season pass for Cottonwood Trails Gold Camp in Greensburg, Indiana. They're a really good group of people. Hook, I've asked you numerous times, please don't call at this moment. I will open up the lines and then you'll be able to call. I'm going to keep hanging up on you, and I don't want to do that. And somehow I clicked something wrong and deleted there it is.
What'd you do?
Well, I got it back. I want to put up the URL for OSPA. It's ospagold.com. It's up there. Make sure to let them know Flashing Your Pan sent you. And also, I want to talk about something else while I'm at it. Vogos, another YouTuber from Australia, has a fundraiser for a charity that he's helping with, Beyond Blue. They help with mental illness, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and everything else. And I know pretty much everybody in life goes through some point where they're high anxiety, high stress, depressed, maybe even suicidal. I have to be honest, I've been there myself, and I believe in what Chris from Bogas Prospecting is trying to do. Actually, he, if you donate, you're automatically eligible for a giveaway. He has a video on it. A lot of
stuff to give away.
lot of stuff to give away. David from
And it's not just from out there. He'll ship around the world.
oh yeah, around the world. It's open to a global community. Two Toes, Gary from Two Toes is offering a prize. David, our friend from down under in Tasmania, Australia Gold Rush, he's putting up a half-gram's worth of gold, I believe it is. Could be even a gram. Right, and a bunch of other stuff. I don't have the list right in front of me. And Flash in Your Pan has donated the 6x, what's that cleanup mat, Jesse? 6x16 cleanup mat from Prospector's Dream. And there's if you go to his videos, Breaking the Silence Around Mental Illness, there's a whole list of prizes. But I want to get that in at some point tonight, and I thought since it was around our last commercial break, it would be a good time. Sorry, I hope you don't mind, Spike.
Don't bother me, man. I'm here.
Okay. Well,
in that case, might as well push my project.
Yes, and keep an eye out on Flash in Your Pan for Take a Vet Prospecting Project. It's been in the works for a while now, and things are really starting to hit the ground, right? Just say something about it. It's your pet.
With a lot of help from our buddies here in the chat room and in our community, we've gotten a lot of paid donations that we use for demonstrations and to give to the vets. Also, Gold Rush Days, we're having a Take a Vet Prospecting event, and we have the site set. We have a sponsor that's going to donate money for us to be able to put this on, so the vets don't have to pay for anything. Got a couple products to give to them for in their raffle. So it should be a nice weekend with veterans from, at this point, Vietnam, Iraq, and I think Desert Storm is one of the guys. But these are all guys, it was something, not all of them, but they've all been wounded in either physically or mentally. You know, the stage of war is a real heavy duty mental weight on you, you know. So when you come home, especially the way they come home now, they come straight off the field home. There's no detox time. You know, it's a different place when you're in a war zone, and then you know you've got a set mind. Your mind is set a certain way. You're working a certain way. The next day, you're at home with your family. That's a very traumatic situation. So that's one of the things that happens nowadays. You know, like back during World War II, those guys had a month on the ship to get back and talk to each other and get over the trauma of war. So we don't have that luxury anymore. So we want to take some vets out prospecting. We got a lot of great people helping us out. We're just going to have a lot of fun. GPAA is going to help us. Our Buckeye captain's helping. OSPA is helping. Plus, we got, private people.
Yeah,
You know,
actually, some
Deanna's
right
helping us
here in
out.
this room right now.
Yep. Absolutely.
Thomas.
Yep.
And
Oh yeah, Thomas, boy, he donated a nice little high banker to the cause. So that's really cool. And like I said, lots of our friends have donated dirt bags. John Shaw sent me just a ton of different stuff, that we will be passing out to the vets as we do these projects. We don't want them to have to pay for anything. We want them to come out, enjoy themselves, learn how to prospect, and possibly get away from all those blue feelings that you have when you
enjoy the same therapy we do.
So. Exactly. So. Okay. There's my for tonight.
Excellent. And now, if Hooked in It leave, now you can call, dude.
But make it quick. You only got a half a second. Oh.
Yeah. Phone lines aren't going to be on forever. We all got to get to bed and wake up for work. Well, not all of us. But.
In fact, I think Hook is going to be helping us out too. We haven't quite set that,
I don't know.
down yet. But
I think I pissed him off because I hung up on him like 5 times. So. But,
come on, Hook. Don't be that way.
But people, I don't know. I can't read minds. They can't read minds. But
right.
You would have thought. I know there's a lag. Everybody knows there's a lag. But I did not mean to hurt anyone's feelings by not answering their phone calls. It was just not the right time. So, but phone lines are now open, brought to you by Carolina Prospectors, our friends down in the Southeast.
Hey, there's Spike. How you doing? We're done.
I'm okay.
We get back to your show now.
I was working on adding a product here for y'all.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you go to my site, there's a product called Spike 15, and it's $15. That's it.
There you
so
go.
You don't have to worry about a coupon. Just go in and look for the Spike 15 product. No picture on it. It just says Spike 15. You'll find it. It's in the product. It's probably right at the top.
And that's one per customer.
In the notes, right? Tell me who you'd rather have, a gold ram or a sluice.
That's one per customer, right?
Yeah, I can't do but one each.
Okay. Hear that, Dennis? You can't buy them all, Dennis.
How many events do you have coming?
5.
5? Okay. You see what I can work out for you.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Heck yeah. Everybody's donations have been greatly accepted.
You send us 5 or something, and I'll put your name on our banner.
Well, we'll try to do something. I'll get in touch with you. We'll work something out.
That's cool.
I got some stuff in the PLP raffle. For that. That's a good thing, I think.
Oh yeah.
I put one of my stowaway concentrators, one of my bucket stowaway tack stripes, and I'll take a couple of sluices on those. Giving them that. So it'll always help. That's what I'm looking for. To help out work.
Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, I was
get together on that and work out something. I can take care of something for you.
All right. Awesome. That'd be cool. That's really cool. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
I didn't
yes,
serve,
sir.
But I can always help out. Okay, so I was one of them that fell in that spot where they quit fighting in Vietnam when I was a junior in high school.
Yeah. I got drafted. I got drafted.
I was a junior going to be a senior in high school when they quit, and I decided.
Right, I got drafted on my birthday in 1970.
Yeah,
I was drafted.
They told us at that time to quit registering. Not to register for drafting. They stopped drafting.
Right.
then a couple of years later, they started registering again. Well, they left my year out. Yep.
You know,
never put my year on the book. So
I've had guys come up to me my age and go, "Oh man, I missed out. You know, I didn't get to go." I said, "Dude, you don't understand. I'm glad you didn't go.
yeah,
I'm happy you didn't go.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, you should be, you know, glad. I know that some people really wanted to go, but we're either too young or it just, most of the time it's too young, or they didn't make the draft. Their lottery number was so high there was no way they were going to get drafted. And I've had these guys. I wanted to go, but they wouldn't let me. Dude, you didn't want to go, and I'm glad you didn't go. You know, it was bad enough for all of us that were there. We didn't need more there. I mean, we just, you're fine. You're okay.
Well, I went through high school watching it all happen, and then, like I say, right at the end, it all stopped. So.
Yeah, well, see, I got drafted in 1970 on my birthday. The last year of the draft. Oh, no, it was the last year I was eligible for the draft because I turned 20. So I wasn't eligible anymore. But guess what they did? Oh, well, we caught you just in time.
Yeah, there you go.
But, it was an experience. Definitely was that. Let's see, Angelina showed up tonight. Hi, Angelina.
Yeah. Welcome, Angelina. Better late than never.
That's right.
So are there any things on your bucket list that you already have accomplished, as far as gold mining and that, and things that you might want to do yet on your bucket list?
Well, my bucket list normally heads toward Alaska, to be honest. Me and a buddy's got a claim up there, and the summers that I can, I'm gonna be going up and working with him out on our claim. So that's about 35, 40 miles out of Nome in the wilderness, and he's got a nice cabin we put up and got an outhouse, and other than that, there's gold, and that's all that matters, I guess. If we get out there, we're gonna make it.
Right.
I may go up for a month this year if I can get a head on equipment, have stuff laying here for my son to ship out for me. That's kind of what my plan is. But that'd have to be in July, the hottest part of the year, up there, because I got June full up doing sales and stuff. So.
Yeah. That's the Xavier. He knows how bad it could get. For us when we got back. I went through a lot of stuff too when I got back. Lots of stuff. Took me a while. Well, we'll get off of that subject now. Because it's depressing.
It can be, but...
The bad part is we're in one of those things right now that's been going on a lot longer than that one did.
Dude, we've been,
I mean, there's kids right now that have been alive, 15, 16 years old. That's all they've ever known is us being at war. So,
right.
Really strange.
I thought we'd have learned by now that when you go into war, you go in to win, not just to go in.
Sometimes you just don't go.
or you don't go, right? If you're not going to go to win, if you're not going to go there to win, don't go.
Yeah.
If you're not going to go in there to destroy, because that's what war is. If you're not going to go and do that, don't do it at all. Stay home. And I'm speaking as a country, not okay, we can stop. I already did one rant today.
I can't see the screen over there. Anybody ask any questions?
Let's see what we got. We've got some questions.
Well, the phone lines are back open.
Yeah, and the phone lines are open.
Sure wish
call now.
Yeah, sure wish people would call more.
Operators are waiting.
Yes, the operator
I wish I could get my screen so I could see what I'm showing you. I'd show you all kind of crazy stuff in my garage. I have some strange things in my shop, boys. That's for sure.
Well, show us anyways, and just move slow.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, what is that thing there?
Pull that dead Sasquatch out of the freezer.
All right, Brian from American Gold Prospectors just ordered Spike 15.
Y'all see that?
Yep.
Is that how you get along in the gold fields?
That's my scooter. I take to camp, run up to from where I'm tending up to my trailer and back, and I put a bucket on the front and a shovel and carry all my stuff and go prospecting. I quit playing golf.
I want one.
It's 42 volts on about 12 miles per hour.
Look at that. It's got a beer can holder.
Oh, yeah, it's got a holder. Yeah, it's got a place for you to drink.
That's all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Oh, can y'all see that?
That's too dark.
Yeah. We were talking about this earlier, and during pre-show, and you told us, we told you not yet. But our friend Jaron from Mr. Lodak in the room, how'd you get your nickname?
Oh, okay. Okay, I hope I'm on the screen, guys.
Yeah, you are.
You are a little.
The summer 2001, when I found the big nugget, I found 2.5 ounces about somewhere in that neighborhood that summer up in the upper country, up in Stella Creek and up that way. And the people in camp found out that I had found the gold before I got back to camp. And when I got back to camp, which is like 18, 19 miles, from where I was at Stella, when I got back to the camp, I walked in and somebody called me Spike when I walked in the kitchen. And that's when our name just went. That was it. It was stuck from that day. So, 2001, somebody hung it on me, and then I got to wear it, I guess. So, it was, and then the joke was the Spike had a big strike, is what they were saying. So, and they were just rhyming my name, Mike, I guess, and they thought it was cute, but it worked. So,
it worked.
But yeah, I was happy to get gold, that's for sure. So.
We have a phone call, Spike. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, that voice sounds familiar.
Yeah,
where have I heard that voice before? Hang on. Wait a minute.
Big guess.
That's Tim, the creator, isn't it?
No.
No. Is it Rick?
You got the Indiana Gold Hunter.
For a minute there, I thought I was on an episode of Mr. Obvious.
Oh, I do have a question for Spike, though.
Sure.
Shoot, buddy.
Where's your favorite place to go prospect at?
Well, I love Alaska, naturally, because I've been so much time up there, and that's where I thrive to go because that's where I got the claim. But I love around here in the South, where I'm at. We go to Vane Mountain and Oconee, and got a lot of creeks around here, and and around us. I mean, I've got a lot of creeks real close that I can go to, and so it's out there, and we don't get bothered a lot. The thing about here is, I lived in California for about 5-6 years, and man, you can't dredge, you can't do nothing. I mean, it was no fun. So I packed up and left. I mean, it just wasn't no need to stay there. So I sold my dredge and left. Is what I did. So,
right.
Yeah. Moved back here. My parents live here, and I wanted to be back close to them. And Christine was working at the Gold Prospectors as the human resources and accounting manager when I met her. And we met at the camp in 2002. And no, actually 2001. Excuse me. So, yeah, I met my wife on the porch at Cripple River.
Wow. What would you say your best year prospecting? How much, if you were to guess, how much gold do you think you got in a year?
In one summer up in Nome, I pulled about 2.5 ounces of nuggets and 10.5 ounces of beach gold. I think it was that season.
Wow.
Yeah,
awesome.
The beach was unbelievable. I mean, I was driving a truck to town, and going hauling stuff, and I was coming back down the beach, and we had a big old, what I call a sucker storm. And a sucker storm sucks all the sand off the beach and leaves the heavies. And so you'll have places where the beach is just black, where it's kind of red looking. But I was coming toward camp, and I got real close to camp, and I seen purple sand. And I said, whoa. So I got out of the truck, and jumped out, because, I mean, for me, it's a long way to the ground in that truck. But I jumped out of the truck, and I went over there, and I got a handful of it. I took it and put it in the water and swashed it around in the water like that, and looked in my hand, and there must have been 30 or 40 colors in my hand, just in a handful of it. And that's when I went to camp, and I got an ATV, my ATV, and I got a trailer, and I got 9 buckets. And I went and filled them about 3/4 full, and I hauled them to the river. I run them through the box, and then I go back and go get 9 more. And I've done that for 3 days.
Wow.
The storm was raging the whole time. You couldn't put a foot valve in the ocean, so you had to use the rivers, which was good. I was using fresh water. I don't have any idea how many buckets I put through there in 3 days. I never counted. I should have probably, how many loads or whatever. But I would go through the chow hall and walk in.
Takes too much time.
Yeah, well, I'd go up to the chow hall and I'd get me a hot chocolate and a pig eat it. And my dad was sitting in there beside the fire the whole time. And, you know, I'd come in and I'd leave. And when I'd go back out the door, but I put my raincoat back on and go back out, they just laugh. He said, man, that Spike's a crazy fool out there working in the rain like that. And them fools just didn't know what I was into. Because nobody works that hard in the rain if they don't have something under them. So that was 10 ounces of gold in 3 days. I mean, good Lord.
Man.
You know, on the beach. I mean, I imagine it was back in 1900, you know, when the gold was that good. I imagine at the bluff on the beach, you can probably do pretty good at that. We had some good runs out there, you know, at the bluff when we run out there.
Is that the same bluff that?
Yeah, it is.
That?
I was out there in 2001 and 2002. Spent about 6 weeks total for 2 trips.
That's cool.
We worked the beach and we worked I worked the creeks inland from there. But anybody going in that valley's got to be careful. There's arsenic in there. That's what the natives told us when they gave us permission to go. Anyway.
Don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water. We had to haul a lot of water in there.
I don't know.
When I was tripping, you talking about hauling stuff, man. On Sunday I would take 15 people or whatever from main camp, and they'd follow me up the trail to my camp. You know, 15, 16 miles, dirt rough trail. Then once we get there, I get them all settled in a cabin, and I go start hauling loads from Creosis, which was 7 miles away. And I had to go haul all my wood, my propane, my food, my water, my ice, my motor parts, anything else I needed. It all had to be hauled at least from Creosis, 7 miles, but most of it had to go 16 miles. So if you broke something and needed it, you just had to go to camp. I mean, that's 16 miles down the trail and back.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's a nice payday, though. 10 ounces in
Yeah,
3 days. What year was that?
2001.
2001?
Yeah, I had a good season. I was there for 14 weeks, I think. I've stayed, most time I stay about 3 months, but since 2012, I hadn't been able to go and stay that long. So, like I say, I hope to get a month in this year up at our claim.
Now, I'll ask a question off of that. Where's your favorite place to prospect or mine in the lower 48?
Well, I like the Southeast, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. I'm used to the geology here. I've been to the desert. I'm not a fan. That horse no name or whatever. Yeah, I've been to the desert. I don't want no part of that much. I'll go there, but I don't want to go in the winter. And I don't want to stay that long. Yeah.
Now,
I don't like dry mountains.
We don't have Indiana, so you don't have to worry about coming here.
You know, we get pretty good gold down here if you know the right place to look. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with it most of the time. You know, so
yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I want
never enough. You know that. You know, nobody can ever get enough.
Yeah, I do a lot. Like I say, I do a lot of prospecting here in Indiana, and you know, a lot of places has, you know, I guess a lot of, you know, fine gold. I know Razor in Alaska, he gets a lot of that super, you know, the beach gold. But I've been a lot of people don't realize. I mean, I know the original gold rush started in the Carolinas and Georgia, and it coming to find out that a lot of people don't realize how good the gold is in Indiana. I've got several videos on YouTube and I do a lot of cleanouts. And I tell you what, I've been getting a lot of big gold out of this place. A lot more big gold than I am fine gold.
That's good if you're in this spot with good pieces. You know, the chunkier pieces.
It's been pretty good to me.
Dennis, did you see his little gold picker?
Oh yeah, the one on the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that little gold picker. Big
I wasn't
monster
sure.
rock.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can y'all see this?
I wasn't sure if you were in the. Oh, look at there.
How about that?
Gold up a little higher. There you go. Oh, darn.
Look in these hexes here. You see the hexes right in here where I'm pointing?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you see all them little fine microscopic pieces laying in them?
Yep, barely.
Can y'all see them? I don't know if you can see them or not. I can't see them. I don't have a screen, so.
I'm not sure if that's what I'm seeing. I see all the little nuggies and stuff in
Here,
here.
I could bring it up more.
Got some bigger pieces up here in the first traps that caught right in.
Oh, look at those, that pocket right there.
Yeah, that's the spike strike. There's two spikes that go into a nugget. And that thing, when you're putting concentrates in, you'll scoop it in, and that thing will fill all the way to the top of the hole. And then it'll go back down to that bottom layer. And when it does, it's time to put in another scoop.
All right,
so that's the way we do it.
I'm gonna get off here because I want to see what you're showing, and I can't see it as long as I'm on the phone. So I'm gonna get off here, and I'm get back on there. I'm gonna get back on there real quick. Keep showing it because I want to see whatever you're talking about.
He says, "You keep holding it up, buddy."
I don't know. Can y'all see it? I don't know if it's in the right place or not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You keep it there. I'm off. I'm out of here.
All right, see you later, Dennis. Thanks
Look
for calling
at
in.
that right there. Yeah, my cursor's circling it. And oh, I see some nice and chunkies down in those drop riffles behind too. Yeah.
The first start, they come in here and go this way, and the spike strike's loaded up with gold in there. If you see all that, this is some really good stuff. I run through it today, and I was going to dump it, and clean it out today.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna call Spike next time I'm in the southeast.
Yeah, we were just there last year.
Uh-huh.
We happen to make it to Vane. We'll be calling him up for a guided tour.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is my Cock strike concentrate. This is mount where it mounts on the bucket.
Uh-huh.
Right.
It's adjustable where you change the angle of it. That kind of thing. I started out at about 7 or 8 degrees, and then I run it at about 5 degrees the second time through. Hardly ever get anything.
Lift it up a little higher.
I hope you do too.
Lift it a little higher.
Right
there you go.
Right
Tilt it a little more. Oh yeah. See that, Dennis? See that, everybody?
Drool.
All right. We have.
They lay in them little holes. That's what freaks me out when you take these things and run them, and you get them little bitty pieces in them little hexes. And in this area, right in where I'm putting my finger right here.
Yeah.
Right there, that is where the garnets catch, behind that little V shape right there. They drop in that area right there.
Oh, that's that little hump you were talking about.
Right behind that hump,
there,
yes.
yeah.
Going down
We're getting an echo, Hook. Can you turn off your mic, buddy?
Yeah, well, it's not my mic. It's the TV. Mama's watching TV. She's getting it now.
What's up, Hook?
How you doing?
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
sorry about everything, Walt.
Or I mean, I didn't mean mute your mic. I meant
it was
lower
just
your
lag,
speaker.
and I just heard you guys say call in after the commercial break, and with lag and everything, that's what I was doing. But anyway, bottom line is I got a question for him. I'm looking at that sluice there that he's built, that cleanup sluice. Is that pressed or is that from a 3D printer?
Thermoform. ABS flat sheet, and I thermoform it on a thermoforming machine in my garage here.
Ah, okay. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, he's got the machine.
I build equipment and everything, so I was just wondering. I was looking at it, and I thought I was seeing some fine lines along the sides, but no. Yeah, I like your idea and perspectives there. What's that?
You see this I can hold in my hand now?
Sheet of ABS.
That's just a black sheet of plastic the way it starts off when I put it in,
right.
I put it in the machine and punch it out and go. Heat it up, go about 290, 295, and then pull a vacuum on it and stick it back on the mold. So that's the way they.
Oh yeah, and I understand plastic molding. I've done injection molding, plastic press molding, and all that. So I understand what you're saying. I like using aluminum because it's easily repaired. It costs a little more, but you can fix it easier when you're out in the field. So.
Right. Well, the good thing about my stuff is if you got you a can of ABS glue with you and you crack something, guess what? You fix it.
I carry more stuff than necessary at all times.
I've made. You would not believe some of the stuff I've made in the process of trying this out. I mean, I have made some crazy looking things. And some of them.
Oh, me too, brother. I'm telling you.
My wife will come out here at 3 o'clock in the morning, flash the lights on me, and tell me it's time to shut down and come in the house. I'm out here.
My wife does that too.
Test with lead because that's just, if I can catch lead, I know I can catch. So.
My wife came out the other day and woke me up because I sat down in the chair for 5 minutes, fell asleep. I know how it is. It's just the way it is.
If I had a chair,
she was freaking out. She said.
I got a big recliner in the house. I ought to bring it out here and set it in the middle of the floor. Then I'd never get anything.
Well, you never get anything done.
Never get anything.
Well, I tell you what, you ever come up here toward Indiana, you just give me a call. We'll see what we can get worked out. I got several properties, but I'm a dredger. I love dredging, so that's my biggie. I love the water. Definitely going to get with Ed and Dano and Jess and all them this year. And but if you ever come up this way, definitely give me a call. I'll put a shout out, and if Ed can put my Facebook link up, that'll help me because I have problems with that. You know how you guys were talking about the old people and the internet crap. I definitely have issues with that because just like you've had problems with Murphy's Law tonight, you wouldn't believe the crap I went through the night I was on the show. So, and my wife, she had to put her 2 cents in there. I just seen it flash up on the thing. But anyway, yeah, definitely. And I'm looking at traveling this year. I hope to come down your way. I have seen a few of your videos. I got a trike that I'm building a trailer for, and to carry smaller, lighter weight equipment, but I can use all over the country. And I'm going to try to start doing videos of that this year. So hopefully everybody will get to know more about me. It's Hookmeister is who I go by.
Have you seen my track? Have you seen my track?
No, I haven't seen. No, I haven't.
It's got a 13 horsepower motor on it. It's got a
flat cool. I love lawnmower engines. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's on my Facebook page and stuff and all. You can see it on there.
You can see mine on Facebook too.
Oh yeah, I do all the Facebook stuff. Yes.
Yeah, you look me up on Facebook under Jonathan Perrett, and you'll see it on my homepage. My custom trike. It's a Day-X. It's Italian made. But anyway, hopefully to get out and do a bunch of that stuff this year. And I got several properties, so if you ever come up this way for a short time, holler at me. And like I said, if Ed can post my Facebook up for me, because I have issues with that stuff. But once again, it's Jonathan Perrett, Hookmeister Prospecting Outdoors on Facebook.
Yeah, brother. I get up that way sometimes. I may get up there for a gold show one day. You never know.
You should
Hey,
come.
hope
Why
to
you
see
said that? You should come up for Gold Rush days
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
bring
Well,
some of
and
your
that would be awesome.
product, and
Yes.
you be right
You can
there
even come up as a
with
vendor.
friends. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
Happy to
Yeah,
do
vendors.
that, guys. What's the dates on that?
September-
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, you
I got a
Yep.
GPA outing, and I got one at Loudmine in the fall, but I don't know what weekend it is. I have to work around it and see when it is.
And vendors
This
are
one,
welcome.
Ours is first weekend of the month,
Okay.
which I think is the second and third, Saturday and Sunday. As a vendor, you can get a spot to set up for free. You don't have
Oh,
no
yeah.
charge.
They asked you to donate a product for the raffle
That's what we normally do
for
on
the
GPA.
auction and raffle.
That's what we do in LDMA outings too. We donate product. So
Yeah,
gold shows don't work that way. They cost.
right, right.
Yeah.
No, this one's free. You just what you do is you go to the Buckeye chapter of the GPAA,
Correct.
and get a hold of Sean. How do you pronounce the last name? Lauren, or he's the treasurer, or the president, which is Tony Ledford.
How many of you guys? I want to know something. One of my buddies used to live in Ohio. He's passed away now. But Jack Swick, did any of y'all know Jack?
I don't.
He built that
Nope,
rocker
can't
box
say
thing or
that.
whatever it was that he put on a set of plans out one time on GPA site. And he's one of Perry's good buddies. He lived in Ohio there. He was in I thought he was in Buckeye Chapter or something one time, but it's been a long time. You know, he passed away a few years back, 2012. So
Okay.
I've been
that
trying
was
to
that
post.
bad summer in Alaska.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either. The name's not sounding anything familiar to me, but there's a lot of us out there, so who's say?
Yeah. There are a lot of us out there.
Yeah. I put a picture up.
Yeah,
of the
but
machine. I don't know. Did anybody see that?
Yeah. How did you do
what
that?
was
Well, I can share it, but let's see. Experimenting here.
That's before I rebuilt it. That's the old machine, actually.
You know, my wife set you up for Murphy's to attack you tonight, Ed, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With that text she sent you yesterday.
Yeah, that stuff for sure. Get him out of the closet. That's for sure. I'm gonna on the display. Okay, we're looking at your back forming, your thermopress.
Yeah, that was in the early stages before it got fixed. that was when it was more crude than it is now. It's a lot better than it was. So.
I was gonna say that doesn't look like it looked earlier.
So
Yeah,
work in progress.
I'm gonna send Ed a picture of it right quick now. I got one of it today.
Cool.
Cool, yeah, I'd like to see that. I'll definitely check
Ed, I
it
just sent
out.
it to your Facebook Messenger, bud.
All right, and I'll definitely get on there. And I've got some also new things coming up for dredges that will be coming out real soon. I'm pushing for copyrights on something, and hopefully people will like this idea because I do make my dredges 100% adjustable, and hopefully, since you like dredging, hopefully you like the idea too, and we'll see what all we can get worked out together, and all of us stay tight, and all of us keep pushing. Let's keep this freaking government lands open for our people and our children, and let's get our kids outside. That's a biggie.
Yeah, I want to get the kids off the sidewalk, off the video games.
Yep.
I'm with
Oh yeah.
We're with
Y'all
you.
go on my
Definitely.
Facebook page. You'll see the grandkids. I take them out every time I go. Just about. They got to go. So
Well,
that's
I've
the
got
dog.
a son. When I when I get him outside, you can't get him to come in, but when he's inside, you can't get him off the daggone computer. They fight. Him and his sister. They're like, "Hey, it's my turn. You've been on here that long," but yeah, I'm over that. So, and by the way, and someone was talking about they just put a motor in their truck. Well, I got mine in it now, and it's good to go. Come on, people, come on over. Let's see what y'all want to do, and let's get out and have some fun. And definitely, Littlejohn, if you get up this way, definitely give me a call. The phone number is 1765, and I'll even post it, 561-6059. And but hey, I like your product, and I am definitely going to get on there after the show and put in for it. Hopefully something good comes out of that. But because I'm just all about trying new things. So let's keep all pushing forward, and thank you for the time, and sorry for the mix-up while ago, Ed.
No worries,
the lag and everything. Things are working better at the moment. They've been doing really good. So, but man, during that time, I couldn't hear no one. I couldn't see nothing, so I was just calling in. All righty.
No worries, man.
All right, Hook.
Appreciate
Thanks for
you,
calling.
man.
Call in, Hook.
Take it easy, Hook.
Hey, y'all take care and have fun and stay in that water. And hey, it's getting warmer, so let's all get out there quick.
You know it, buddy.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. See ya.
I need a new wetsuit. I found a spot I want to go dredge right now. I got a liner, but I don't have a wetsuit anymore, so I got to get me a new wetsuit. So. And it wouldn't.
Well, it depends on your height.
Anyway.
I might have one to fit you. What's your height?
About 5'7".
Oh no, it'll swallow you. Be
Yeah,
like
well,
a
here's the deal.
submarine.
I used to weigh 242, and you can imagine that took a lot of wetsuit.
Yeah.
And now I weigh 168. So
Well,
that's
you're
what
back
happens
down
when
your
you drink a lot of water
back down
and live
your
right.
fighting weight.
I'm
Heck, I weigh
6'2"
less than I did when I
and
finished high school.
190 pounds.
I wrestled at 178 in high school.
My wife only weighs a $110 soaking wet and only 5 foot, and I'm 6'2", 190 pounds. So
Yeah.
All righty, y'all take care, man. Thank you.
You
Sorry
too.
for the inconvenience while ago, Ed, but it's all
no
good.
worries. Sorry I had to hang up on you like 5 times.
It's all good. We're good.
Later,
you guys have a good time.
See you, buddy.
Yeah. Take
Hey,
care.
persistent, my man.
Yeah, he was persistent.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show the other thermoform now. Okay. Should be able to see it now, I hope. Because I can't see my live stream page now because I'm sharing that monitor with all of you out there. But yeah, it looks like you made a lot of improvements on that. A different hood, different heater.
The new heat, it's got 15,000 watts of 3-zone heat now, so I can control it. It's got the cylinders on the side that lift it and raise it up and down. So I don't have to manually use that handle that was on the other one.
Right.
We pull there's a little knob there on the table, and it goes forward and backwards, and that raises it up and down. And then the switch that you see there on the blue box, that turns on the vacuum system and vacuums them down. So it's a noisy place out here and hot when I'm working, but at least it gets done. So
I bet. Did you use a kitchen or stove elements?
No, I used a stove controller. I used 5,000 watt heater elements for basically a furnace that you would rewire a furnace, electric heater with.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Three of those, and then I use 3 zones on this controller up here, and I can control those 3 zones and run them up and down as high as I want them. So
cool.
I put the heat where I want it and as hot as I want it. So it's really working a lot better now. So.
And you said that's propane, huh?
Oh no, we do all electric.
Oh, it's all electric.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just electric.
Oh, okay. Oh, why did I think it was propane?
I don't know.
I got a 60 amp circuit in the wall over here right beside it plugged into, and that's what runs it. So,
Oh, okay.
That's a cool setup.
I got a big vacuum pump and a vacuum tank and an air compressor to blow everything off.
That's a really cool setup.
I started out with just, basic and doing it crazy and then learning. I said, I want to make one of these. And I figured out I could make more of them and do them right. So, like I say, I got the good stuff. Now I'm making, I got other ideas. Let's see what I got here.
What's that going to be?
That's a flare.
That's a flare for your sluice box.
River sluice.
Huh.
All my molds out of wood to start with, and then I go from there to make them out of cast iron.
Huh. Right on. Right on. All right. Well, let me see. We're going on the 2.5 hour mark. It's 10:30 here in the Midwest, Eastern time.
Snowing like mad now. It wasn't snowing here. Patrick asked me to look outside. Now it's snowing.
Oh, I haven't looked out my window.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thanks, Patrick.
Really? Thanks.
He sent it over to us.
Well, I know Patrick's been here all night, but I was preoccupied doing other things too. There's a lot of people I missed, and I apologize. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you all being here and taking the time. We're going to call it a night, I think. What are you showing?
We can see it. Well, what is it?
This is a wall of backtrack stuff. Every shelf got stuff on it ready to go. Crazy experiments on the top.
Crazy experiments on the tops and products all below.
That's the mad scientist.
Yeah, you gotta have some crazy experiments first before you get the final product.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I found how not to catch gold a couple of times. That's for sure.
I bet. That's how you.
A drop riffle is going to catch gold all the time. There's no way around it. It's going to work.
Right, because
but
of what?
If you can do other things, you can make it work better. So that's what I've tried to do, is make the drop riffle work better. So that was my idea when I just started, was to make a drop riffle work better.
Mrs. Hookett wants to know, how long did it take to build that?
I started it, about 6 months since I started building the machine itself and putting it together and bringing it up, and just doing it in my time and build it and try it and build it and try it. It's been an adventure. I don't know what I'd do without thermoforming forum on the computer and YouTube. I'd have never made it.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, dude. If it weren't for YouTube, I mean, seriously. Even though I'm a mechanic, right? I've always been a mechanic all my life since a little kid, right? I have a brand new car. If I want to do anything to that car, I have to get on YouTube and watch a couple of videos, 2-3 videos, just to just to change the damn mirror on it, on the driver's side mirror. It's more complicated than what it looks like until you start watching and going, oh, okay, now I know how to do it, so. Yeah, without YouTube and the internet, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't be able to fix anymore.
Mrs. Hackett asked about a ballpark figure on cost. Is she talking about on the machine or on parts?
The whole cost of the machine, I believe.
Okay. Well, I built it myself, and I scavenged stuff and done all that. So I probably got maybe $800 in the machine. But if I went and bought one that size, it'd be 8,000. So
Yeah, I was going to say about 3,000.
yeah, I'm pretty happy. But if I store bought one, it's it's $8,000, $7,500 to $8,000 for that size. So
Right.
and mine does everything theirs does. I mean, I'm pretty happy. It just took a lot of trial and error to get it right, But
right.
when you're retired and you got plenty of time, you can get things right.
Okay, well now that you've gotten it right, what are you going to do to improve it?
Well, the machine, I really don't have anything to change on the machine except go to a bigger screen so I can do bigger pieces on it. We'll go to some bigger pieces later. Right now, the biggest thing I make is 8 inches wide, sluice wide, and I will go to something probably up to about 14 eventually, I think. So that's my idea anyway.
I thought maybe you might add some motorized cranks to lower it down, or.
No, I got pneumatics to do that. It's a pneumatic cylinder to raise it up and down.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So I hit the button, and I hit the handle and just goes straight up, or put the handle the other way and it goes down. And I can stop it anywhere I want to in between, where I can hold it where I want to put it in the right distance away from my heat, so I don't store it.
Right.
I read when I first started that thermoforming was an art form, or you had to learn to, you had to just get a feel for it and learn how to do it. And I learned that the hard way. You definitely got to learn it the hard way. It's a learning curve.
Well, there you go. And like I always say, you got to learn your tools.
Yeah.
Whether you buy them or build them.
Well, it's prospecting equipment. I mean, anything you have. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got this new gold ram. It works, but it works better if you know what you're doing.
Right.
Once you learn how to operate it, it works a whole lot better. So,
Right.
everything's that way, but most of it is pretty foolproof for the most part, I think.
I know lots of people that have hammers but don't know how to really use them.
They don't hold them in the right place.
Yeah, right. That's the biggest problem I see. They don't hold them right.
I whacked myself on the thumb today. I got a blue thumbnail coming up here where I whacked it on this machine out here working.
Ouch.
That was no fun. Already turning blue. See the blue in it or not.
Well, we don't want to see that.
I don't either. It's gonna hurt more, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It hurt bad.
So we're at 2.5 hours, so I think we should call it.
Yeah. Before upper management starts pounding on my ceiling.
Yeah, thump, thump, thump. Bedtime, Ed.
She hasn't turned the lights out on me yet, so I'm okay. She comes out the garage door and flips the lights out on me and puts me in the dark. So.
Oh,
That's her signal, huh?
upper management for
And if she
you.
flashes the lights, I know she's mad. It's time to go in the house.
Oh.
Yeah. Turning it off is one thing, but flashing it, oh God, that's when I know she's loud about it.
That's when the frying pan's coming
That's
out.
like yelling at you, huh?
She's a California girl. I met her in Alaska. What can I say?
Hey, at least she was digging dirt with you.
Yeah, we've done a lot of that.
Yeah.
If you watch the Alaskan show, you've seen her in the background a lot in an orange sweatshirt over there, either cooking or cleaning or doing something around that place.
Ah.
Yeah, we loved going up there, that's for sure. That was one of our favorite things in the world. We met there and we got to spend a lot of time there and, quality time together is what it was. The whole summer up there, 13, 14 weeks.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's time to go. Even Jaren's leaving.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
well,
be out of here. I appreciate y'all allowing me to come in tonight and invite me over.
We
well, we
appreciate you being
appreciate
here.
you
Hey, it was
being
our
here.
pleasure.
It's our pleasure.
Try to drop in and check on y'all more often. I just stay so busy, I forget about things and don't do them at the time. And I'm bad about working at night. I'll stay up, late working at night and then sleep,
Right.
in the morning.
Right. I
That's the
hear
beauty
you.
of not having to get up in the morning and go to work.
That's the beauty of retirement.
It's disability retirement, but it's retired. So,
One day
Yeah.
I'll be there too. Either way, one day. The
Yep.
way I felt last week, it'd be the first. But yeah, thank you,
Hopefully
everybody.
y'all somewhere down the road, guys.
Oh yeah, hold on for a minute, Spike. Don't hang up right away.
Okay.
Everybody out there, thank you all very much for joining us. You mean a lot to us. After all, you are the reason why we do what we do.
And we do a lot.
And we do it all. Okay.
Yeah. It's about that time.
Yep.
We thank you again, Spike, for joining us. Thank you, Dano. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, David, for your Down Under Lowdown. Thank you for all the people who took the time to call. And thank you, everybody, for taking your valuable time to be with us here tonight. So until next week, may you always have a flash in your pan.
And you know what he's going to say next.
Yes, we
You
do.
betcha. Maybe one day, too, we'll see you on the river. Good night, y'all.
Night, folks.
Thanks, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Night, Ed.
Night, Jesse.
Good night, Dano. Good night,
Good night,
Ed.
Dano. Good
I'm
night,
gonna run to the
everybody.
outhouse real quick.
Don't forget your corn cob.
Take your Sears book with you. Oh, wait, we're still live, aren't we?
Yeah.